I'm just a long-haired son of a sinner, searching for new ways I can get gone. I'm a pedal to the highway. If you ever wonder why we write these songs, 'cause I'm only one drink away from the devil. I'm only one call away from home. Yeah, I'm somewhere in the middle. I guess I'm just a little right and wrong. These back roads guide me. These pills pretend to be my friend. I'm done for the last time. I'm lying to myself again. I always say that. Now I'm on my way back here somehow. I should know by now. I'm just a long-haired son of a sinner, searching for new ways I can get gone. I'm a pedal to the highway. If you ever wonder why we write these songs, 'cause I'm only one drink away from the devil. I'm only one call away from home. Yeah, I'm somewhere in the middle. I guess I'm just a little right and wrong.
How you doing, folks? We're down here outside Bandon in Cork. Dermot rang me during the week and he says he was going to do a bit of shopping, so he said to come down and see what he was buying. Dermot, you went mad today.
We went a little bit after it, yeah. I suppose we had the shopping done a while ago, but the collection was this weekend, so
Yeah, so
it'd be nice to capture it.
we collected the 3 Volvos first.
Yeah, Watergrass Hill, McCarthy's, a good few lads involved now, in fairness. We had P2 truck styling, done the 2 tractor units for me there, done any of the accessories, and Paddy Graham truck and trailer there in Tipperary, done the 5 axle for me. So, you know, there was a lot of lads involved, and all the staff in McCarthy's, Mossy Sheehan actually as well, done a bit on them. In fairness now, there was a lot of fellas involved. High power, brilliant as well with the hydraulics and that. David and Gleason's was absolutely brilliant as well regarding the tipper body and the ridges. Everyone, in fairness, they put a lot of effort into it, all the staff in McCarthy's. So we're very grateful to them all. Damien O'Brien, sign spec, he done the sign writing for me. Jeez, we had Ian Grant done curtains and pelmets and stuff for the lads there, and we also had Truck Boards Ireland done a couple of the Volvo signs there in the bunks for us. So
You've done it right. You've collected the lorries. That's them ready for road. They don't have to go into the workshop here on site.
No,
Ready for
no. They're going out now, and I don't want to see them no more. I keep them on the road.
And 3 happy men. So we have 2 540 flat cabs.
FH flat cabs on air, yeah, on air. They've nice spec now. They've dynamic steering. They've the loading on the dash there for the weights there, so they know what they have on board when they're loading, which is very, very handy for what we do, because, you know, we could load in a place and we're not sure of that weight until we get to the destination, which could be the other side of the country. So, you know, we want to have them right and legal on the road as best we can. So that's a massive help to the lads in knowing what weight they have on the road. So that was a big thing. The dynamic steering I spec'd in 2 of my previous trucks, and we love it. It's just, you know, you're a lot fresher out of the cab in the evening. You know, it's just a pleasure to drive with the dynamic steering, you know, and air on front for a comfort. But look, in fairness, I couldn't fault the comfort in the Volvo. We didn't spec the air in front for comfort. We spec'd it just to lift them up off the ground for a bit of ground clearance. And we spec'd the flat cabs. I have 2 other flat cabs. Now we're running 4 flat cab FHs, and we just find them so versatile. Like, you know, you can draw a slurry down a country road with them, and you can head for England. You know, they're just so universal. They're they're a really nice cab, we find, and the lads love them, and they're just easier to mind and easier to get around the roads, and no, they're top class job.
And then the 10-wheeler.
Yeah, so the tin wheeler is an upgrade for Mike there. He's with us a long time now. He's with us 12, 13 years, I'd say now at this stage or more. And he was driving an FMX tipper 5-axle Tridem the last 6 years there now. So he's getting an upgrade, and Jack there with us is falling back into his 191 FMX. But for comfort and that now as well, the FH cab, we just find it's going to be a much nicer experience, and
Without a doubt.
the tipper is much the same as what we had in the previous tipper, but we went with this new automated cover, and I think it's going to be a game changer as well. They're seem to be fairly new to the scene, and no, we love it now. We think it's going to be a great job, because look, all the products we're drawing, it's going to come compulsory anyway now. Almost every product you're drawing is going to have to be covered, and looks to be a good, simple, straightforward cover.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like it's going to take a whole lot of maintenance or that.
And then in the whole agenda things, what does Tony O'Mahony do? What's your main? It's
For us, very, 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 very varied. Really, we cover an awful lot of, I suppose, a lot of specialised stuff. I suppose initially we got into tankers for drawing slurry for the agri sector, for the contracting business, and that grew into environmental. We're doing a lot of waste transport now. We use the tanks for slurry, obviously, of course, but they're predominantly at environmental work. The tippers, we're doing anything from muck shifting to drawing aggregates to drawing sludges and wastes. We also task-approved trailers for dried food, great, ration and that.
Yeah.
2 specialised low loaders, 4-axle extenders. So we transport our own machinery as well as machinery kind of nationwide for everyone and anyone. So with flat trailers, it's a kind of endless really. But I think what the drivers like about working here is the variety. There's a lot of variety here. It's certainly not boring. It can be different almost every day of the week for them. And it's nice. I like the variety too. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and then also today, a big M450.
Big M450, Grass King edition, I think. Yeah, Michal, the brother, is a happy lad now today collecting her, and we have 4-rotor rake as well, Crone as well. They're both supplied by Jim Power and Tala. That big M is the 9th big M I think we've bought from him. We're buying big M since 03, and kind of every 2-3 years we've changed it. So very happy with them. They're improving a little bit all the time, and they only up to more grass now. In fairness, the output is massive.
And then the Claas.
Yeah, Claas 970. Tony collected that himself there now this evening, so that's his baby. He I couldn't honestly say how many harvesters we bought from McCarthy's and Carricktool, but we've been buying off them since 02. So we've a lot of them bought, but we've a good number of 970s. It's always glass definitely 6-7 harvesters with 970s. We try to change every 2 to 3 years as well. She's slightly more modern now as well. They've a newer header to help with crop flow, and they have a newer chopper box as well, which is new this year now, and that's to help with crop flow as well. So we're interested to see how she'll perform now against last year's machine. But we're very happy with them now. In fairness, very happy with them.
It's a very family oriented business.
For sure. Yeah. Like there's myself and 2 brothers, Sean, Michal, and Tony, and my sister is working here in the office as well, and my other sister and brother who aren't full time involved in the business, but they always throw in as well, and Mam is there in the background. And look, we just after that, we have a massive team of staff that are with us, and they're all very dedicated to it, and everyone has their own, be it truck or tractor, and they take pride in it and look after it.
You can see that when you walk around.
Yeah. And look, we take pride in the yard too, I suppose. We try to keep it tidy and keep it clean, and every truck, every trailer nearly has its own parking space. And if it's in the wrong place, there's someone going to get told off about it. But
someone gets emotional.
But when there's that much gear in the yard, you need to have it organised, and you need to have a system. And look, it just wouldn't work if everyone didn't kind of row in and do their part.
So Tony O'Mahony's is involved in the haulage, the environmental end of things, slurry, silage, maize, dump trailers.
Yeah.
What else is around the yard?
Some
planting.
Yeah. Grass seed now and maize is busy this time of year. We're just waiting a little bit more weather now. We had a couple of good weeks of weather now. We got a lot of grass seed in and got the maize started. But the next dry spell now, they're only waiting to get out in the fields now again for plant more maize and more grass seed. But look, it's very, very varied. I suppose, look, there's no real quiet day here. Like even the agri sector, like the pipe slurry and the tanker slurry is a massive part of the business. And dung, and there's no real let up, but stuff you won't see here because they're all out, thankfully. We run 10 excavators, so we do a lot of planter as well. So there's like nine or 10 dump trailers, which we have most of them out at the moment, to be honest, as well. So
not everything is here in the yard then?
No, definitely.
Fast track's missing, is there?
Yeah, they were actually back. They were back this week. There was 2 or 3 tractors back this week because they were off from the work they usually do. They were back because of the builders' holidays. But
they weren't really off. You found something else for them to do.
They were done. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were muck shifting locally there now this week. They rode in with the other trailers that are based from the yard. But they were here yesterday. Now it was too wet for the muck shifting, and they got washed up and greased up and got them all dropped back to their jobs for Monday morning. So and look, the excavators will be back to the yards a whole lot either. They're away a lot of the time. So yeah, tis a busy. Is
it a busy summer ahead of you?
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. No, look, we're pretty well prepared for it now at this stage. Yeah, we'd be hopefully anyway, but no, it's ready for road now. Only get the weather,
If we get the weather.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me down. It's been a pleasure.
No matter, it's nice.
Best of luck with all.
Yeah, thank you. We'll see you again, sure.
Hopefully, please God.
Come on, thanks.